Okay, so
Dad, I'm going to throw the water bottle.
So what's up guys, Adam from U.K Exotics.
Okay.
As promised, we're out here in the wilds of the United Kingdom looking for some of the country's native species of reptile. We've been walking around for about 45 minutes so far. As soon as we came in, I did get a glimpse of a female adder, but only a sort of bottom end. I couldn't quite hook her to bring her out. She was only a small one anyway. We've got Eddie over there. Say hi, Ed.
Hey guys.
So Eddie's over there, and we've got young Oscar, Eddie's son.
Hi.
Who's helping me. Seen lots of lizards running around, but we're still on the lookout for that elusive adder. Say one female found or spotted already, but we're covering quite a lot of ground. I don't want to disclose exactly where we are because we don't want sort of irresponsible people coming down here trying to do any harm to these snakes. But it's mainly sort of heathland, moorland, a very large area. So we're in the right place for it. It's the right time of year for it. So the females will be gravid by now. So they'll be sort of getting ready to nest up so they can lay there, so have their young. Obviously adders give birth to live young. But the female that we did see was a juvenile, so she won't be a gravid one. Probably last year's baby. There's Eddie's in the background over there. So we're just walking around, checking under logs, checking under any sort of debris we can find. There used to be some sort of correlated iron sheets scattered around here, which is always a good hot spot to find reptiles, but we can't seem to find them at the moment. Whether they've been moved or removed is another story. But this is a big site, 526 hectares I believe. We're not obviously going to cover all that today. We'll give it a couple of hours and then we'll sort of reevaluate the situation. They are here. I've seen them here before. We've seen one today. So it's just a case of being in the right place at the right time, and having a really good eye. So I think we're losing Eddie now. Eddie's all the way in the background. Oscar's falling over. So we'll cut here and I'll catch up with you shortly. So it's been about 20 minutes since the last time you saw us. Still here with Eddie and with Oscar, and we've seen a few lizards. We've seen some pretty caterpillars and some butterflies, all the other stuff you expect to find here, but we're still searching for snakes. We're walking in an area at the moment where obviously got affected by the recent weather, because it's been subject to sort of forest fires. The scorching damage is quite extensive in this part of the place we're at, but we're still going to look there anyway. You never know, but I don't think we would find anything in this part, but there's still lots of sort of broken logs and things like that, so you never actually know. I was looking under logs here, but that's all dead wood, it's all burnt out. Probably not the nicest part of the place we're at to be looking. Everything just looks dead other than the grass that seems to grow back. How you doing, Ed?
Yeah, doing well. Quite warm in a pair of jeans, but it's good. It's nice to be out in the outdoors.
He came out wearing shorts, and I sort of told him, no, don't wear shorts. Not only for sort of potential snake bites, but for all the brambles and all the prickly stuff that we've got to walk through to get them. So he's donned a pair of jeans, even more crazy if you ask me, because now he is sweating and dying slowly, aren't you?
Damn hot.
Damn hot.
Really, really warm.
But as you can see now, we're walking up a little path. A good place to sort of catch snakes and see snakes, because they sort of come from sort of the scrub area into the clearings for basking. It's quite a well used trail, so I wouldn't be too hopeful of finding one there, but maybe just off it to the sides. There's logs here and all sorts. You know, pretty gutted that I didn't have the camera ready for the one that I did see, but that was just as we sort of came in the main gates, and we were walking down to sort of the main parkland area. So I had my camera in my bag and wasn't prepared to, wasn't ready to have the camera out. So I managed to get the back end of the snake on the hook, but it was already halfway disappearing, and that was a nice sort of female, a nice sort of rusty brown sort of colour female with the zigzags. It's quite a hot day, sun's not blazing out, but it's relatively warm. As we saw that snake out, we know they're going to be out basking. I think it's more hot because we're so unfit, aren't we, Ed?
Very.
And we're just getting more and more tired as we go. Little Oscar's got bags of energy, as he would do at his age. But we're covering quite a lot of ground. Alright guys, so another sort of half hour, 45 minutes has gone by. Still no luck. Things are actually getting a bit too hot now. It's approaching sort of 1:30 in the afternoon. The sun's not peering down, it's not blistery hot, but I think it's just a bit too hot for them to need to come out of their little hideaways. So we're making our way back to civilization, but we're still going to carry on looking on the way. You never know, we did find that adder as we came in to the reserve, so maybe we'll see one on the way out. But like I said yesterday, guys, in yesterday's video, if we didn't find anything here today, at least we've got out a bit of fresh air, a bit of exercise. We all need a bit of exercise, just a bit of enrichment for our brains. It's nice to know that although we don't see the animals, it's just nice to know where they live and what sort of habitats they're from, and how they're thriving out here, because they obviously are. The amount of lizards that we've seen is absolutely crazy, loads. Trying to catch them though is a different story, and I think we're all sorting to. How you getting on, Ed? You struggling?
Not too bad, it's just really hot wearing a pair of jeans. I think I chose the wrong clothing for this.
As I said, he was wearing shorts and I told him not to wear shorts, and he comes back with jeans, but it wasn't as hot as it is now when we ventured out this morning. It was sort of nice and overcast, so we were sort of thinking that was perfect for catching snakes, because the sun was breaking through the clouds ever so slightly, and that would have created perfect little basking spots. But obviously not. Obviously not. Today's not a day. You win some, you lose. I'm sort of going fishing. Sometimes you catch loads, sometimes you don't catch any. But it has been fun. Ed, do you want to help Oscar get past this prickly bush?
Charge! If you walk through it, just be careful. You can stand on it, step down. There you go. Perfect.
Be brave.
It's a bit spiky, but...
See if I can help you with my hook. There you go.
There you go. Good work, son.
That's it. There you go. Oh, now it's my turn to get prickled. Ouch. Oh. Whew, we made it through that bit. So as I was saying, guys, you know, I do encourage anyone to get out into nature and look for these, you know, amazing animals we have here in our own country, rather than look at them in tanks and enclosures and tubs and rubs. It is nice just about to see, you know, how they live in nature and what sort of things they're eating and where they're living. This is a beautiful place, as you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. It's never too busy down here. You get your odd dog walkers, joggers and fitness freaks. We've only really run into a few people, so it's not too bad at all. You get left alone. And as I say, you know, we're not planning on obviously doing, you know, adders any harm whatsoever. We just want to be able to see one, bring it out into the open, take a few photos, sort of just be in awe of it really, and then let them go on their merry way. We have no intentions of stressing them out any more than we sort of need to. That's not our intention here at all. All UK snakes are protected species. They're protected by law, which means you can't intentionally harm or kill them, and you can't remove them from the wild, you know, to keep them for yourself or to sell them or anything like that. When it comes to the smooth snake, completely different. They're so rare, it's actually illegal to even knowingly disturb them. So if we found a smooth, I don't think the smooth snake's here, but if we found a smooth snake and pulled it out and started taking pictures, just doing that is actually illegal. Just bear that in mind, guys, if you're going out on the hunt. But adders, grass snakes, and the lizards that we can find here could all be photographed, handled, as long as you're respectful and careful. So we're going to have a little look sort of up here, and then I'll come back to you soon. So guys, you know, a bit of an uneventful trip to looking for the adders, but it was a good day out. It was really hot in the end, which isn't the best sort of conditions really. We want to get there a bit earlier. We did actually see one, which is really cool, so you know, that was really nice to actually see it in its natural habitat, its natural environment. Just glad I didn't get the camera out in time to be able to get it on film for you guys. We are going to go back in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that video. We're going to go a bit earlier, so hopefully we'll be able to get some cool footage for you then. So I've just dropped Eddie and Oscar home in a nice cool aircon car, so I'm happy. Got about an hour and a half's journey to get back home to where I live, but all in all, been a great day. Sorry it's not what you might have expected to see, but it was fun doing, and we'll definitely do it again. So please leave a like on the video, drop a comment, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a great weekend.